Hello, everyone, and welcome to the inaugural episode of SCACS. Nasty sounding, right? Well, it stands for Sarge's Comprehensive Audio Critique Series. So, the basic rundown of how SCACS will work is that one or two guests and I will review a song, and hopefully without hurting anybody's feelings, because hurting feelings is mean and bad. Now, you might be asking yourself,
Nick, how do you think the song?
excellent question that you were fed from the script, Meanie. We picked the songs by either shuffling my 3,200 plus song Spotify library or allowing the guests to present a song of their own that they enjoy. So let's slap shuffle and see what happens. We're reviewing Driving Miss Daisy by Logic and Childish Gambino. Now, Meanie and I will explain my SCACS review formula. If you're scared of middle school math, here's the timestamp to the actual review right here. And I'll give you a few seconds. Okay, good job. You care about simple math, and I love you. Let's break down the SCACS review formula. Take it away, Meanie.
First and foremost, we will each rate the song's enjoyability on a 1 to 10 Likert scale. Once each reviewer has come up with their enjoyability score, we multiply the average by 4, rounding to the nearest integer if necessary. This gives us 40% of the final review score.
The second portion of the review formula is the song's originality. Now, this will likely be the most contentious and subjective category of the review formula, but we will try our best to look for positives. As long as the song isn't blatantly plagiarizing another song or using a sample in an uninspiring way, we're probably not going to put a 12 gauge to its head. We will also discuss that the artist has some characteristics to their music that distinguish them from competition. Similar to the enjoyability subscore, we will triple the average of our originality Likert scale ratings to achieve 30% of the final review score.
The third category of the SCACS formula is the discography relative score. We again each rate from 1 to 10 how well the song stands out from other songs by the artist or artists if we know of any. This gives one hit wonders and lesser known artists a chance to shine, but also allows us to put songs by well established artists into distinguishable tiers. As you might have guessed, we will average the reviewers' ratings and double that for 20% of the final review score.
And last, but only numerically least, we have the lyrics and instrumentation subscore. If the song has noteworthy lyrics or some interesting storytelling, we will try our best to explain and honor it. If the instrumental is well thought out, we will also give credit where it's due. So production's important. However, if the song's lyrics and or production sound like they were simple enough to be organized by a chimp with no limbs, then that's probably going to be a low number on the Likert scale. And I bet you didn't see this coming, but this section of SCACS just needs the average of our Likert scale results for the final 10% of the review score.
So, here's an infographic to wrap it all up. 40% of a song's review score comes from the enjoyability of the song. 30% comes from how original it sounds. The discography relative score adds another 20%, and the lyrics and or instrumentation round out the last 10%. The final review score will be a percent rating of the song.
And as the series progresses, I will maintain a compiled list of SCACS reviews at the Google Sheets in the description. Now, without further ado, here's the review. Alright, Meanie. What are your thoughts?
I enjoyed it.
Interesting. So what is your 1 to 10 of it, then?
Like a 9?
Oh, okay. Pretty good, pretty
Like
good.
8 or 9.
Okay. I'm probably going to give it I guess a 7. Kind of level it out. Because you can go with your 9. I'll go with a 7. We can make it an 8, you know? Because
Yeah.
it is a decently good, enjoyable song to listen to. Like, I find well, we'll get into this later, but definitely the lyrics. There's some very fun, interesting shit. A lot of little references just to driving in general. That sounds really stupid and generic, but, you know, Gambino's verse, like, stop, park, put that shit in neutral. Like, it's just, you know, a nice little touch to add on to the song being, you know, referencing, I think that's a movie or some shit. I'm a little uncultured. But it's just a decently well-rounded song when it comes to, like, their verses. I mean, it all doesn't sound like shit. It flows pretty good. Even have some faster parts during, like, Gambino's verse, you know. Pretty good. And he also has even a reference to his own song. Fuck, 3005 is our mileage. It's just, I do enjoy that. So yeah, I'll give it a 7 out of 10 if you're giving it a 9. To level it out like 8 because it's pretty damn good.
I like the parts where the voices would overlap, or like in the beginning when his actual the voice would I don't know, like
Yeah, he
the
does his
sound
ad libs
effect they
like
made to it.
backing up to his own lines, where he's like singing in the middle. I'm just been driving. He's like, in the background, and yeah, and he's just singing in the background. Yeah, all his ad libs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Also, like just also like one of the effects they made in the beginning, in the intro. Um, like the effect, the sound effect, like the voice change. I don't know if it's a voice change or not, but like it added more like depth to it, something like that.
all right, so I guess that's good. We'll settle on for our average to be an 8 out of 10 for
Yeah.
the enjoyability. Originality. I definitely feel. I'll let you. I'll let you go first. What do you want to say about originality?
Uh, it's pretty good.
Okay. Do you have any other comments about originality? Can you go on more or no? You
uh,
good?
I don't know why it low key reminded me of Oliver Tree for a second. I don't know why, but some of the lyrics really jumped out at me, so I was like, oh, this is pretty good.
Because they're
And
some of them are a
yeah,
little cheesy. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Because
some of them were
Oliver Tree is
cheesy.
enjoyable. He's a little cheesy. Like it's a good balance, I guess. But I was gonna say for originality, unless you want to continue, I'll go
No,
on
no,
my
no,
little
no,
thing.
no, no, no,
For
no, no.
originality, I'm just bringing this up because I want to mention the artist, of course. A lot of people are gonna shit on Logic. I know damn well that one of our fans here, School Spiral, Kellen, he kind of he ain't a big Logic fan, but
Name calling. Oh
yeah,
my
I'll name
god.
drop them. But Logic and Six have a very good like dynamic. They're a very good combo of artist and producer, like the rapper producer. Cause Logic, sure he's a little corny, but his lines, his bars, they work. Like they still rhyme decently well. Sometimes they have a pretty deep meaning. Everybody's gonna meme about the whole like fucking I'm biracial shit, but whatever. At least he has some fucking meaning behind his lyrics, and he's got like decently enjoyable songs. And Six, he's got pretty unique production. Like his production doesn't sound exactly similar to what other like producers in the game are doing right now, because it's got a little bit of elements of trap, but it's also kind of traditional based, and it sounds like it has, I guess, samples with kind of effects on them a little bit. If not, then it's just him making that. Yeah, he samples Spaz by Nerd, and then it's just the way they play off of each other is just very nice. I like the way they work together, so I'll give it I guess, a solid 8 out of 10 for originality. What do you give it, Meanie?
Also an 8.
Okay. So we got 8 out of 10, 8 out of 10. Pretty good. We'll get to the calculations later because my brain's small. Artist specific relative score. I don't know if you'll be able to do this because I don't know how much Logic you listen to, Meanie, but not not to flex or anything, but I have a decent bit of Logic in my playlist. I think it was, let me see. Artist, Logic. Oh yeah, I got 35 Logic songs. So compared to his other songs, this is kind of a middle of the pack song. It's not like crazy good. It doesn't stand out above others when it comes to like uh I guess like flow and like creativity of the lyrics. He's definitely not rapping extremely fast. This is more a melodic song. But it's also earlier Logic, like not brand new. This is decently old cuz it's off of Under Pressure, I think. Let me check. I want to go to Genius. Under Pressure, yeah. It's off Under Pressure. That's it's his debut album. This isn't bad for debut material, so I guess it wouldn't be his best, but for a track off the debut album to have like this enthusiasm, not enthusiasm, but a decent bit of himself put into the song and like a little bit of depth of like a little bit of emotional stress or distress, I guess, inside the lyrics, the storytelling. I'll give it for the artist relative, um, I guess a 7 out of 10. What do you want to give it? Do you have opinion on artist relative or no?
I don't have enough of the background experience to actually give my opinion about this.
All right. Well, I guess I'll stand at a 7 out of 10. That's good enough for me. So you're good? You don't want to do anything on that part?
No, but
Okay, lyrics and instrumentation. This is something you could probably mention a little bit because you did hear some of it and you enjoyed some of it, I think you mentioned. So,
alright. Should I pull up some lyrics then?
if it's up to you if you want to. I don't really know if I'll go into it, but you can go for it if you want to.
Alright, you can start.
Instrumentation, the production on this song, I do enjoy it because it's like it has a decently good sample with nice effects on it that like that reversing kind of like in the background from Six, like I don't know if that's the sample or the actual synth that Six produced for the song, but just the way that that plays off of Logic doing his ad libs. I just been driving, all the singing and shit. That's just, I like it. And the lyrics, I already mentioned before. Like, there's little things like fucking Gambino the realist. This beat made me kill it, and then Stop Park put that shit in neutral, and then of course 3005 is the mileage. There's like a bunch of little stupid puns and stuff that make the song more enjoyable. But I know it's not the best song in the world, and it's not from the best artist in the world. He's decently good, and he's well up there. Definitely better than most Bay Area rappers I could think of. But lyrics and instrumentation complexity, I'll give it a like 8 out of 10 again, I guess. I don't know. What do you feel,
Okay,
Mimi?
one of the lyrics I really jumped out at me was so now you gotta stop, park, put that shit in neutral. Yeah, you really love her, but she with your future. Yeah, so that I was like, oh my god. I don't know, it really jumped out, and then I think it's time for a lesson. Hold up, you better pay attention. I can't end up like my mom popping antidepressants. It was like, oh, I don't know, like clever wordplay. At least in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion, I think this clever wordplay. I don't know. It really makes the song like more enjoyable and actually um forces me to pay attention because like some songs I tend to like zone out,
Mm-hmm.
but like those lyrics actually like made me like focus back in, and I was just like, oh wow, I wouldn't have thought to have rhymed like those words or use those words like near the same sentence. I don't know. I enjoyed those parts at least.
Yeah.
And the instrumentation, again, like they're using like I don't want to say industrial sounds, but I don't know, some of those like again with those effects. So like it really it helped keep the rhythm, and it changed like the I don't want to say the vibe either, but
Of course. But yeah.
of course. No, but yeah, I enjoyed it at
Okay.
least.
So you're 1 out of 10 on the lyrics and instrumentation.
What did you give it?
I give it a 8.
I'll probably get like an 8
All right.
or a 9.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
put 8. I'll put 8, 8.
All right. Then we'll go for 8 out of 10 on that. Let's do these final calculations. I will jump cut when I'm done. All right, Muni. I've done the calculations. And it looks like our enjoyability subscore gives us a 32 out of 40. Our originality gives us a 24 out of 30. Our discography relative score gave us a 14 out of 20. And the lyrics and instrumentation give us 8 out of 10 to give us a final review score of 78% for our inaugural episode. That means we give it. I know it doesn't sound as good as it does, but honestly, that's not bad. Like 78%. I'm honestly considering for this series, if you get over 50%, it's a pass, whatever. If it's under 50, not a great song. That's kind of the way it's gonna go. But 78%, I think that's good enough.
It's basically a B.
Yeah. So
Basically 80%.
yeah, we'll accept that. So final review score for Driving Miss Daisy, 78%. Of course, if you feel differently, be sure to comment on it and harass me. That would be awesome.
Don't actually harass me, guys. Just be respectful about your opinions.
Yeah, you don't need to listen to her, but sure, you can listen. But yeah, so there you go, guys. Thank you for watching the first episode of SCACS. I'll see you guys hopefully next week if I make this weekly. If not, in 2 weeks if I'm going to be a lazy ass piece of shit as usual. Thank
Don't
you for
forget to like and
watching.
subscribe.
Of course, yes, like and subscribe. Hello, everyone.
everyone, everyone.
Yep. I'll kill you. I already hit delete on it. Hold on.
Two words in. Everyone. 30% comes from how original it sounds. The discog. I want to cry, bruh. The final review score will be a percent rating of the song.
I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it, even if you fucking laugh for some reason. Why are you laughing at me, meanie?